When I was 11, I remember thinking, I think I might have had a bad day, but I remember thinking to myself, when I grow up and become an adult, I'm going to write a book telling the world that it's okay to be deaf. And that nothing will stop me from doing or being what I want to be. I didn't think of what kind of stories I would be telling, or what kind of stories I would write. It didn't matter to me at the time. I just knew that I wanted to be able to communicate with the world.
She's still a baby.
Different than a little bit what we could do. And I decided it was time to write a book. So here I am, and I'm really... The majority of disabled people find it difficult because Hollywood is all about labeling actors and stereotyping actors. You know, there's a funny story that I did a show called Reasonable Doubts, a television series with Mark Harmon. And the executive at the studio who was in charge of the television series came to visit the set and came and talked to the executive producer of the show, watched me at work for a little bit, and said, you know what, that Marlee Matlin is great. She's fantastic. Is she going to be deaf for the whole show? Didn't focus on in the second book. That will come out in April. And actually, I was very lucky to have seen that production. And hopefully, boy from Guatemala, his broken arm was brought from Gaza.
I once had a roommate who had a physical disability, and he worked in book publishing, and he was an avid reader. And because of his passion, I think, and because of his physical constraints and such, he was just reading. He read more books than anyone I could ever imagine.
And held her shoulders back and her hands at her side so that Jill stood with quiet authority. What are you doing? Oh, the plane is going to crash.
I think she's extraordinary. I'm horribly jealous of her. She has too many talents, and she's beautiful, and she's nice, and she's smart.
Thank you. I loved you in the West Wing. She studied. That's right there. And she studied American Sign Language in high school, and she's now in college.